listening to Good Morning Gwinnett, a division of Noise Media Network, hosted by Audrey Bell Kearney, sharing stories about people and places around beautiful Gwinnett County and beyond. Monday through Thursday at 10 a.m. Southern living at its best.
Good morning, all my Gwinnetians out there in Gwinnett land, all of you around the world listen to the sound of my voice. It is a beautiful, when I say beautiful day, it's cloudy though, and I know it's going to rain, but right now it is beautiful. It's 64 degrees, going up to a high of only 68. My type of weather, baby. I got on long sleeves this morning. I had to go out to the grocery store. I've been up and about. I've been out since 7:30 to the grocery store, so this is my type of weather. I like summer, but summer is hot. So I love fall and I love spring. But anyway, it's a beautiful day here in Gwinnett County. Hope you're having a wonderful day. Today is Hump Day Wednesday. You're almost there, y'all. Y'all made it to the middle. Y'all need to work on them 4-day work weeks like me. I ain't trying to brag. I'm just saying. Tomorrow is my 4-day work week. However, I will not be working 4 days only because I'm working on a new venture, and so I'm sure I'll be working through the weekend because I have to create a website. So, yeah, I do my own websites. I do WordPress site. Listen, I'm a jack of many trades. I hate to say that because that sounds terrible. However, I'm good at some of those trades. I'm just going to say it. He has blessed me tremendously with a lot of different gifts. I'm going to call it a blessing because I have them. I don't like doing websites. I do websites for people all the time. But I don't advertise that because I don't really like doing it. But people that know me, or they're like, you know what? And so here's what happens, right? So I'll get caught up in a conversation with somebody. And I'm like, what's your website? And they be like, I don't really have a website. I'm on Facebook. And I was like, yeah, but you need a website. You have to think of a website. And I don't want to get into business right now, but I got to say this. You have to think of a website like real estate because that's what it is, right? You own that. If Facebook decide, and I've seen people say this. This one woman, she said she was making all her money off Facebook, and she violated something. She don't even know she violated, and they shut her down. So when you don't own your own website, it's like renting your house. You don't own anything. You don't own real estate. So you always have to think about your website like real estate. My daughter and I, we would bump heads on this all the time because she would say to me, well, I'm on Instagram, and everybody's on Instagram. And I was like, yeah, but what happens if Instagram say you violate something and they shut you down? Now you've lost all your traffic. You have nothing. You have no real estate. It's like your real estate caught fire and burned up. I'm just saying, you got evicted. Think about it that way. So you always need to have a website. Anyway, I do websites. I don't advertise it because I don't like to do them. I just did one for a woman. I'm always doing them. Like people. So what happened is people say to me, hey, they tell me about the business. What's your website? Oh, I don't have a website. I'm like, you need a website? And then we get into this conversation like, well, you do websites? And before I say no, I say yes. And it's like, oh my God, I didn't want to say yes to that. But I wind up helping people do their websites. And so I do them I do quite a few things, y'all, that I don't talk about. I'm going to talk about one of them, though, when I get to one of these stories, because this is a very sad story for 2 reasons. And I'll tell you about that on the other side. So right now, let's go ahead and get on with our day. Today is National Guacamole. Holy Guacamole Day. Yeah, National Guacamole Day. So if you like guac, today's your day. Let me tell you how I like guac. I like guac on chicken. So I'm probably going to have that for dinner tonight. Because I was going to have it last night, but I didn't. But I'm probably going to have it tonight. Like, I make this chicken. Oh, I got to send my friend a recipe for their cookbook. I don't cook very often, but when I do cook, it be slamming. But I make this chicken, right? Maybe I'll post it on the website. So I make this chicken. It's chicken breast cut up. I put onions. I put garlic. And I put, I cook it up. I stir fry it up. And with a little butter. Stir fry it up with a little butter. Then I take avocado. And I take sriracha ranch dressing and cheese, and that's how I eat it. Now, some people eat it. My husband, he loves it, but he likes it on a pita bread. I don't eat mine on bread. I'm not a bread person like that. I just eat mine just like that in the bowl. So I got a whole lot of protein in there and some good fat with avocado. I think I'm gonna put that on the website. It's good, y'all. When I make it tonight, I might just take a picture and put it on the website. All right, so let's go ahead and get on to our horoscopes brought to you by Noted Astrologer Micah Thyssen for today, Wednesday, September the 16th. We're going to kick it off like we always do, and that is with Aries. Be sure not to reveal private information to the wrong individuals. You should make sure that your personal papers are in order. Get involved in activities that will bring you knowledge about foreign land, philosophies, or cultures. Let me tell you, I love history. Like last night, I know it's gonna hit me later, but what happened was I was up watching it. I think I was watching the History Channel, and it was like the secret books of the American books of secrets. I think that's what it was, and they were talking about mafias, right? And I have always loved mafia. I'm weird like that. I like mafia movies. I like stuff like CSI Miami. I like history stuff. So they were talking about the mafia and how it was like a secret society. And the mafia even said, like, we were like a secret society. Like, you get jumped in and they would kick you out and they would kill you. They were crazy, and they probably still are. Excuse me, mafia. I don't mean to talk about y'all. But it was just so interesting. And I've all, like, Godfather. Oh, my God. I watched The Godfather over and over and over. That is one of the movies I love the most. Scarface, I've seen a million times. It's just like all these. I'm a gangster. Maybe that's what it is. At the real heart of this entrepreneur is a gangster. I'm a gangster entrepreneur. I'm a mafia. I had a domain name that I had created a couple years ago, probably about 3 or 4 years ago. It was called the Video Mafia. I thought that was so cute. Like, we kill it with video. That was my tagline. I come up with some good stuff, y'all. See, this is why I need to be able to sell some of this stuff. But anyway, let me get back to the horoscope because I can be on and on. I'm feeling good today. Can y'all tell? I'm feeling really good. I feel good most days. But for some reason, I feel really good today. And I didn't even get a whole lot of sleep because I stayed up watching the American Book of Secrets, watching the Mafia and all this other. I think I turned it off when they started talking about the serial killers. I was like, okay, I don't want to see that. But the Mafia, that was interesting because they was talking about how they ran everything. Like, they were bigger than the steel companies, you know, and railroad companies. They were huge. I was like, wow. So, you know, anytime it's about business and making money, you got my attention. Sad but true. All right, so anyway, Aries, keep your business to yourself. I don't talk so much. Just keep your business to yourself. That's my extra advice to you today. Taurus, limitations with females could lead to uncomfortable, unfortunate situations. Okay, you may take care not to overexert yourself if involved in sports. You'll be quite excitable today. Taurus, man, you both are excitable today, but you gotta have some problems with the women. So fall back. Just listen. Don't do anything you shouldn't do. If she say no, it's no. Yeah, don't, because it's going to lead to some unfortunate situations. Fall back. We still in the Me Too era, you know. We still there. It hasn't gone anywhere. I know it's a lot of ish going on right now, but that's still there. Gemini, if you're in the mood to go out and socialize or get involved in sports activities, if you're in the mood, go out, socialize. Travel will initiate new friendships or love connections. You can't always have listen here, Gemini, you cannot always have your own way. You just can't. So stop acting. None of us can. Because if we could, I'd be sitting in St. Lucia right now looking at bananas on trees. I went to St. Lucia, y'all, one time. I'm talking about just beautiful. I felt like I was going to Fantasy Island. It was so pretty. And I know I'm just digressing all over the place. But anyway, I went to St. Lucia. They flew me out there. I had to give a talk on video marketing. Remember, I just said I had the Video Mafia. And I was talking to filmmakers about how to get their films on streaming platforms like Roku and Amazon Fire TV and those things. Because that's what I do. That's Noise Media. And so they flew me to St. Lucia. And as I flew into St. Lucia to get to the airport, they flew me around 2 volcanoes. And they're called the Patone Twin Peak volcanoes. It was so beautiful, y'all. And I wanted to go, but I was so busy the whole time I was there because we were in like 3 meetings with the government. Like it was like 4 of us, and we had 3 meetings set up with the government. So every day was a meeting. And then we finally, and I'm gonna tell y'all the story about this cricket one day, not today because it's funny, but it's long. But we were there for like 7 days, and 4 or 5 of those days we were in meetings. It was 5, I think. 5 days were meeting. 4 days were meetings with the government, and 3 days, no, that's not true. 3 days were meeting with the government, 4 days was the film festival. And so I did a workshop and then the film festival. It was nice. It was really, really nice, but it was so beautiful. And so if you ever get a chance to go to St. Lucia, go because it's so pretty. It's a country, and the country has about 180,000 people in the country. It's small. I'm like, really? Like I was, at that time, was I still in Jersey? No, I was here, but Newark, New Jersey just Newark alone has about 250,000 people. So just imagine the city of Newark, and I say Newark because that's the number that I know. But the city of Newark, that's a whole country. Like that's 80,000 more than what they got in the whole country. But it's beautiful, and they have bananas. And so the reason I said bananas because the hotel I stayed in was by the beach, but the way that there was no elevator, so you had to walk the stairs. It was beautiful though. It was lovely. It was gorgeous. And so when you get to your room, like as I was going to my room, there was a banana tree in the middle of the hotel, and with real bananas. And I was like, "Are those real bananas?" They were real bananas. It was growing right dead smack in the middle of the hotel. I thought that was so beautiful. Anyway, let's keep it going. Cancer, take advantage of money-making ventures. Take the time to do your job correctly, or you may find yourself looking for a new one. Concentrate on work. Listen, take advantage of money-making ventures, but also take time to do your job right. Right? Concentrate on your work. Make that money, especially if you want your job. Now, here's the thing. You don't want your job now. You might want to focus on the money-making ventures. So you might, but listen, this is what I will say. Do not quit your job just yet. Make sure you got enough money. Say, I did that. That was the craziest thing I've ever done in my life. I quit my job. I had no money. I had bad credit, and I was a single parent. And I started this company manufacturing a doll over in China, and I never went to China. I'll tell you about that story one day, but not today. All right, so anyway, let's keep it moving. Leo, alienation may be the result of a misunderstanding. Your mind will be wandering to exotic destinations. You might be overly emotional concerning situations at work. Woo, I know you concerned at work. That's why you just want to escape. Don't you, Leo? I understand because I get in the mood sometimes. I get in the mood where I just want to escape to an exotic place. You know what I do when I can't escape to an exotic place? I go upstairs and I watch, what's the show? It's called Restaurants on the Edge on Netflix. If you ever just wanted to escape to an exotic place and you just can't physically go there, and you got Netflix, watch Restaurants on the Edge. Oh my God, I love that show so much. They go around to different countries and they help restaurateurs who have their restaurants and it's falling apart and they're dying. And so they revamp it, and they relaunch it, they rebrand it. It's amazing. Of course, it's business, but it's a business show, so I like that side. But I also like the side where it takes you on these amazing trips around the world. So it gives me an opportunity. You know, I'm a fish. I like to fantasize. I do. I love to fantasize about stuff. It relaxes me. Otherwise, I'm always in hyper mode. Y'all don't even know. Like, y'all hear me talking for an hour, maybe an hour and 15 minutes every day. After I get finished talking to you, I'm in hyper mode till about 7 o'clock. Like last night, I stopped what I was doing, which I was watching some YouTube videos, but I stopped doing that so I can, like, take it down so I can go to sleep. And then I started watching the Mafia, and then that made it worse because all I could see, I couldn't even see the killing that they were doing. All I could see was like, okay, how did they build this organization this big? This is what I was thinking. Like, you know, they were showing people dead bodies laid all out because, you know, they started in Chicago, and Al Capone, he was a monster. So instead of me paying attention to that part, I'm looking like, man, the Mafia is a huge organization. How did they do that? So that's what I was looking at, how they built an organization so big. And then I couldn't go to sleep after that because then I was thinking about my new venture. Oh, I had to get up. And go sit in the bathroom just to sit there for a minute. I was sitting on the tub just trying to, like, my husband probably didn't even know what was going on. I was like, I just need to sit here. I could have went to the living room, but the bathroom, I don't know what made me go in the bathroom. I think because it's really bright in my bathroom. So I went and sat on the tub. I have like a really big tub in my bathroom. And so it has like a place where you can sit, like really sit comfortably, not sit there for about 20 minutes. And then I went back and got into bed. And then I finally fell asleep at some time. It had to be around 3 o'clock because it was like 2 o'clock when I was just sitting there thinking. Anyway, let's keep it moving. I feel good though, y'all. Leo, alienation may be the result of misunderstanding. Oh, I just read that, Leo. Sorry. Virgo, you need an outlet that will not only stimulate you, but also challenge your intelligence as well. Don't push your luck with authority figures. There could be a disappointment regarding investments. Oh, Lord, Virgo. Somebody done messed up your money, baby. I know that is not a good thing. But here's the thing. Don't push authority figures. Just get it handled the proper way. Yeah, I know. Messing with your money, that's not good. All right, listen, I'm going to a song. I'll be right back after the song to give you more of the horoscopes brought to you by Know the Astrologer Micah Thies. Stay tuned.
found love, for real love. Let this be the real thing. Tell me now, what's on your mind? Whisper soft to me that you want me. There's magic in your fingertips, it's magic when we kiss. I can be myself with you, kiss me now, I insist. Make me yours, just take me now, I'm helpless to resist. Got me so invested in this thing, it's more than just a fling. It's more than just a fling. It's more than just a fling. I can't help that it is more than just a fling. Now I know that it's the real thing, the real thing. Take your time, I'm on a high, high. My body yearns for you to touch me. No, there's magic in your fingertips, it's magic when we kiss. I can be myself with you, kiss me now, I insist. Make me yours, just take me now, I'm helpless to resist. Got me so invested in this thing, it's more than just a fling. It's more than just a fling. It's more than just a fling. I can't help that it is more than just a fling. Now I know that it's the real thing, the real thing. It's more than just a fling. It's more than just a fling. I can't help that it is more than just a fling. Now I know that it's the real thing, the real thing. It's more than just a thing. I can't help it. It's the real thing, the real thing.
Welcome back. It's your girl, Audrey Bell Kearney, giving you the daily horoscopes brought to you by noted astrologer Micah Thyssen. We're going to pick it up with Libra. If you're willing to cut loose, you will find yourself in the midst of an exciting encounter. Okay. Try to stay calm and do your best. Do the best you can. Property investment, insurance, tax rebates, or inheritance should bring you financial gains. Okay, you got some money coming today, Libra. I don't know, property investments, insurance, tax rebates, inheritance. Listen, I wish somebody would give me an inheritance. Yes, if you love me, let me know. That's all I'm saying. All right, Scorpio. A long, quiet walk alone may help you sort out your thoughts. Your loved ones could set you off. Get ready to do some fancy footwork when it comes to taking care of your financial situation. That means you gotta make some stuff happen today, Scorpio. Like you gotta do some fancy footwork, some maneuvering, some switching, some adjustments, all kinds of stuff. You can do it. I do it all the time. It's all right. You can do it. Listen, I run 2 businesses. No, I run a business with 3 parts, and now I'm about to launch a new business. So I'm always doing fancy footwork. Gotta move stuff around, switch stuff over, change. I know. Don't listen. All you business bosses out there, don't smack me. I get it. I'm supposed to be focused on one thing. Can't do it. I'm all right with that too. You be all right with it. I'm okay with it. It's just who I am. Sagittarius. You can expect changes in your living arrangements. Tempers may flare if you haven't been completely honest about your intentions or your whereabouts. Legal matters that have been pending may be alleviated through compromise. I don't know, Sagittarius. You know, tempers gonna flare because you haven't been honest about your intentions or your whereabouts. What's going on with you? Sound like somebody got a secret. Yes, you got a secret, Sag. I'm just saying. Sound like you got a secret. Capricorn, your unique approach to life will interest others. You will easily charm members of the opposite sex. Your goals will be reached if you direct your energy wisely. Yeah, that's a good thing. I can tell you this, like everything I set a goal for and focus on, it comes to pass. So long as you focus, Cap, and put your energy into the things you're trying to accomplish, it happens. I do this podcast every day. I consult with clients almost every day. That's my business. I have a TV network. I'm launching a new venture that I'm excited about, and I'll tell you about it next week once I build a website. You gotta, yeah, I'm gonna do it. Because here's the thing, it's really like a challenge, right? I'm gonna just say this, it's e-commerce, right? It's an e-commerce thing, and it's really like a challenge because all the years that I have been doing business, I don't think I've ever had an e-commerce business. I've never really sold anything outside of the dolls, like really solely. Like I have the books, but it wasn't like a whole business just around the books. It was like I wrote a book and it went with my business. But I had the dolls, and this was way before the internet is nowhere near what it is now. It was nowhere near that back then. And social media, I'm talking about from 2000 until 2005. Internet wasn't like that. I just got on the internet like in 94. I had the idea for the dolls and invented them in 99. And so it wasn't e-commerce. It wasn't none of that stuff. But fast forward to today, I was sitting there, I was like, I've never had an e-commerce business. Like, I have not. So it's an e-commerce business, I'll tell you that. And I'm excited about it because it allows me to be creative. Yes. But anyway, I digressed again. Aquarius, don't put limitations on yourself. You may be looking through rose-colored glasses. Your contributions will be valued and helpful. Yeah. Don't put limitations on yourself. The sky's the limit, baby. Do what you want to do. Life is short. Live it. That should have been my closing statement. Ooh, that's a nice. I have to write that down for my own self. Life is short. Live it. Excuse me 1 second, y'all. Yeah, I got to write that like life is short. Live it. I'm going to put that on something. That might be on my e-commerce store. Ew, nice. By Audrey Bell Kearney. And my fellow fish, Pisces, don't reveal anything about your personal life that could be used adversely. Take care of any paperwork concerning institutional or governmental agencies. Yep, got some things to do there. Your talent will be recognized. People gonna see us today, fish. Your talents are gonna be recognized. Yes, they are. They are. We like that. We don't live for recognition, but we do like it when we get it. Yeah, it's just how we are. Most of us don't. Well, I'm gonna say this. I don't live for that. I live for freedom, baby. I live for freedom, love, peace, happiness, and abundance. Man, recognition is cool. It's pretty cool. All right, so listen, that's all the horoscopes I got for you today. I'll be back again tomorrow at 10 a.m. to give you the horoscopes. Now let's get on to some news you can use. Now, I'm about to tell y'all this story, but y'all gonna find what I'm gonna say about the story more interesting. So apparently, Scientific America's magazine, yeah, that's a magazine called Scientific America's magazine. They have endorsed presidential hopeful Joe Biden, and they haven't endorsed the president in 175 years. Okay, 175 years. Scientific American magazine issues the first presidential endorsement in 175 years. Now, I know that's history. It's history because they're backing Joe Biden. Now that's amazing. All right, that's amazing. Here's my question: what in the world have they done to keep a magazine around for 175 years? Let me tell you, I have launched 3 magazines and they have all flopped. They have. So these people have. I get it. That part was historical because they haven't endorsed anybody in 175 years. They feel like they said, listen, this is why we have decided to endorse Joe. They said, listen. They said, the evidence and the science show that Donald Trump has badly damaged the U.S. and its people because he rejects evidence and science. I'm reading this from Gwinnett Daily Post. the publication editors wrote. This is why they decided they was going to, endorse Joe. They just feel like they need to use their power from the magazine that was published and started. Listen, y'all, this is what I'm trying to understand. The magazine was started in 1845 and it's still going, and it has talking about being an influencer, 175 years. I just need to know how they did that. Now I got to go look them up because that's history. What the 1845 is still going? I don't know. Are there any other companies? Maybe Hershey. No, Hershey didn't start. Hershey hasn't been around 175 years. Anyway, I just had to share that story with y'all. That's national news, but yep, 107. That's what got me. I understand that they're endorsing Joe Biden for president, and I understand why. I just need to know how they managed to stay around for a magazine at that. You know how many magazines shut down when the internet came? It was like magazines just started closing, blah, blah, blah. And these people have been around for 175 years. That is a long time. I just had to share that. I just need to know how they did it. So this is a sad story, and I told you I was going to talk about this for two reasons. So a Duluth middle school teacher, her name is Miss Sarah Jackson. She and her kids were at the lake on Labor Day, and her baby daughter slipped into the water and went under. She jumped in to save her, and she drowned. And that's a sad story because she leaves behind her kids, and her family, her friends, and the kids that she made a commitment to at school. And it's sad, but here's the sad part, y'all. The sad part, that it's really, really sad that she's gone. Really, really, really sad. And my condolences goes out to her family and her friends and her coworkers and the teacher and the kids lives that she's touched. My heart goes out to all of those people. But here's the other sad part. They had to set up a GoFundMe, right? That's the other sad part. And I know people don't like talking about this. And let me tell y'all this, just in case you didn't know. I have a life insurance I have a life insurance license. I'm a for Allstate. I don't talk about that a lot because I don't like the websites. I don't do it a lot, but if people need it, I would do it. And so let me just debunk some myths about insurance so people will know why this is important. One, my mother used to say this. My mother has insurance for everything. So my brother and I growing up understanding you need to have insurance because my mother got cancer and she had cancer in 2010. She literally had insurance for everything. I'm talking about insurance that paid her car note. She has insurance that pay her to this day. The same insurance that gave her a $27,000 check when she got cancer, that same company pays her to this day quarterly a couple of $1,000. It's been like that for 10 years. So she taught us the importance of having insurance. And so I'm a life insurance agent. I'm about to get my property and casualty insurance license because I need them because my brother's moving here. He needs home insurance and all this other stuff. He already told me he needed. So, hey, I might as well write the policies for him, right? This is when I do it. When people come to me and they say they need it. I don't really talk about it, but I do. Anyway, the sad part about this is that they have to have a GoFundMe fundraiser. My mother used to say, and I guess her mother said this to her. She said, you don't want to have your family cry both ways. And for a long time, I didn't know what that meant. But what she meant by that was you don't want them to cry because they lost you and they have to cry because they can't bury you. That's sad. But here's the thing. This is what people miss. You can go out there and get a policy, even if it's a small policy, right? Because if they have to do a fundraiser, that means that someone has to take care of this woman's children. And are they financially ready to do that? Insurance is income replacement in the case of your death. That's what it is. It's not just to bury you. It's income replacement in case of your death. Now, here's the other thing. A lot of people don't know that. If you have the right insurance policy, if you become terminally ill or chronically ill, you could take money out of that policy while you are alive to make sure that things are where they're supposed to be, or to make sure that you can pay medical bills. That's why it's so important to have life insurance. It is. You have car insurance, you have renter's insurance, you have flood insurance, you have house insurance. Why would you not have life insurance to make sure that the people that you love the most, who are gonna lose you, are taken care of? I have 2 or 3 life insurance policies. because it's important. Now my daughter has her own, but I might not make her a millionaire, but she'll have something to help her just do whatever she wants to do. And here's the thing. My goal is to make my business that I grow be a legacy for she and my granddaughter. That's the goal. But just in case I don't make it in time, there's a life insurance policy right upstairs that she can go and cash in case I pass away. I know people don't like talking about that. That's a heavy topic. But listen, we all got to get out here someday. It's just the way life is. We got to go. So why not make sure that the people that you leave behind are okay, right? You may not make $1 million, and you can buy $1 million policy and make your kids a millionaire. Oh yeah, it can happen, but you can leave them something. And if you are a parent and you have children, especially small children, you want to make sure that there is a policy in place so they can be taken care of, because the person that has to take over that responsibility when you leave may not be in a position to take care of your kids, and they may suffer because of it. That's all I'm saying. And my heart goes out to the Jackson family. It does. But if you're listening to the sound of my voice and you don't have life insurance, you need to call me. You do. Send me an email, audrey@goodmorninggwinnett.com, and put life insurance in the subject. Don't do that to your children. It's not just about putting you away nicely with a nice casket and the nice flowers. It is income replacement if something should happen to you, to make sure your family is okay. That's all it is. I know that's heavy, but when I read this story, it kind of breaks my heart, because you have to be able to say, you know what, I have kids. I need to make sure they're okay. If you have little kids that are not grown yet, you need to make sure they're okay. You know, what happens if the grandparents have to take over the kids and take care of the kids? What happens if the father have to take care of the kids by himself? Let me tell you something. Daycare is expensive. And the reason I know is because my daughter and I was online searching yesterday for daycares, $250 a week. My brother was like, what? I was like, $250 a week. He's like, that's $1,000 a month. I was like, I know. And she didn't even go to that daycare because the people were so rude. I'm like, who the heck? It's a daycare right here by our house. She had an orientation. They closed at 6. She told them she was getting off work. She went to go there to pay the money, and they charged $250 a week. And when she got there at 2 minutes to 6, they told her, you're late. This is how they talk to her. You're late. You know you're late. And I was like, nah, they didn't say. She's like, yeah. She's like, you know you're late. And she's like, well, yeah, I just got off work. She's like, yeah, but you supposed to be here earlier. She's like, I just got off work, and I'm here to see the person about the orientation. So the owner comes to the door and goes, hi, Mom. Right? And this is a daycare. I'm not going to call the name, but it's right here in Gwinnett County on Grayson. You find it. The lady comes to the door, the owner, hi, Mom. Yeah, we close at 6. Now, my daughter is a new customer, y'all. When you talk about horrific customer service, I was like, you got to be kidding me. She's like, nope. Not only did they not want to talk to her, they was like, so you got to read everything? How long is it going to take you to read through the contract? So this is a contract about my child, and you want me to rush through it and just sign the paper? Like, so she calls me. I was like, yeah, give them back the paper. This is me. That if you're in business, I don't care how many mistakes you make, you want to try to have the best customer service possible. And that was horrible customer service. I'm talking about horrible. Like, why would you say that to a new client? So you so concerned to shut the door at 2 minutes to 6 that you're going to let $1,000 walk out the door? Yeah, well, that you lost it. That's $12,000 a month, just in case you don't know. All right, I'm going to a song. I'll be right back after the song to give you more of the rundown of what's going on in and around Gwinnett County.
I wanna get you all alone now and go hide away from the lights, but I don't dare to. I'm too fragile, and for that I do apologize. Maybe someday we can work it out, but I'm afraid it's too late to try. Baby, I don't dare to love you, and you know the reason why. Don't you know I'm way too weak to swim? Can't you feel the waves come crashing in? Running out of safety nets, 'cause every night used to feel safe next to you, babe. Now I'm thinking I deserve a hit. Maybe someday we could work it out, but I'm afraid it's too late to try. Baby, I don't dare to love you, and you know the reason why. Don't you know I'm way too weak to swim? Can't you feel the waves come crashing in? Running out of safety nets, 'cause every night I fall down in the middle of the night screaming, oh my God, 'cause your love's too deep. You know your love's too deep. I reach out in the middle of the night screaming, oh my, 'cause your love's too deep. You know your love's too deep.
Welcome back. So listen, y'all, this is a really good story. I can get up on these tangents about stuff, but let me tell you about a good story. So I was looking at TV the other day, and so Lay's is putting ordinary people on the bags of their potato chips. Now, I can tell you this. To me, that's all marketing. Every day, all day, and twice on Sunday, that's all marketing. That's some really good, cool marketing right there. But I remember when Coke put people on the can of the Coca-Cola. So I remember that too. I thought that was put their names on the cans, and I was looking for names. They didn't put my name on the can. I was upset about that. But anyway, Lay's potato chips, which is one of my favorite potato chips, is putting ordinary people on the bags of their potato chips. Well, apparently there's a young guy here in Gwinnett County who is going to be on the bag of Lay's barbecue potato chips. His name is Jack Griffin, and when you walk into the supermarket, you're going to see Jack face on Lay's potato chip, which is really cool. Now, how his face got on Lay's potato chip is because he's doing some great things here in Gwinnett County. And so what happened was, he, like me, he's a technology person, which I love. So the story really resonated with me. So what happened was, Jack has did a mobile app, and a mobile app called it's a free website and app. It's called Food Finder, and Food Finder is a nonprofit, and what it does, it helps people find food pantries to go get food. Because listen, we already know that we have a shortage of food right now, which is weird. Like, every time I hear that, it's like, we really got a shortage of food, like, in our country, right? Where it's supposed to be the richest country in the world, there's a food shortage. People need food. That's why they have food pantries. And so he created this app called Food Finder, and the app will let you find the nearest food pantry. So because he's doing some amazing things in the Gwinnett County community, right, which is so freaking cool, he is going to be on the cover, on the bag of Lay's barbecue potato chips. So his name is Jack Griffin. So look for Jack on the cover. Right now, his app has connected more than 350,000 people to food relief across America. Oh my God, that is amazing. Let's give him a round of applause, because I think that's just wonderful. Congratulations, Jack. Keep doing your man. That's a great thing. All right, let's keep it moving, y'all. Let's keep it moving. So, Gwinnett County voters will now have more opportunities to vote early than ever before. Gwinnett County Commissioners yesterday approved a early voting plan for November's election that opens the main elections office and 8 other locations for 3 straight weeks of early voting. Oh my God, thank you, Gwinnett, for that. I need to know where they are. I need to post these on my website. So it's the first time there have been 9 places to cast your ballot, and the first time they've all been open that far ahead of the election schedule. Yes, the hours will include 2 weekends. Listen, I'm so happy. And I'm so happy that this got passed by almost 5 commissioners. One commissioner said no. Can y'all guess which one it was? One commissioner said, I ain't voting for it. I'm just going to let y'all, I ain't going to even tell you who it is. Just guess who it is. Yeah, I know y'all commissioners. Guess which one said no. So it was a 4-1 vote for early voting in more locations. And one of the commissioners said no, y'all. Y'all figure it out. I'm sure y'all can figure it out. You know, 4 said yes, 1 said no. I wonder why. Anyway, the main election will be open for voting from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m., while all other locations will be open from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. Early voting begins October the 12th and goes through October the 30th. So listen, get out there, early vote. This way you don't have to stand in line. Also, you want to make sure that your voting registration and everything you need is in place, because don't wait. Listen, to me, it is a honor to be able to go and cast my ballot. And so I will always wait till the last day to get in line with everybody else and feel really patriotic. Not now. I can't do it now because I don't know if stuff is going to be screwed up. So I will be in the first round of early voters to get out there and vote. That's what you need to do. You need to go early voting so you can make sure that everything is in place. You do not want to go to the poll on the last day for a couple of reasons. One, it's probably going to be a whole lot of people in line, so skip the line. 2, you want to make sure your stuff is right, because if you go there on the last day, especially if you go at 6:45 in the evening, you're not going to be able to vote. Every vote needs to count right now. Every single one of them. Here's the other thing. If you have not registered to vote, you need to register by October the 5th. Early voting starts October the 12th. Go out, get your absentee ballots, get your mail-in ballots, do whatever you need to do. If you do not know how to do that, call someone. Call someone and say, hey, I need to vote. I don't know what I need to be doing right now. Can you help me? This is an important election. I'm talking about real important. I'm talking about so important as if your life depended on it. So make sure you go out and vote. Again, the main election office will be open for voting from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. And the other 8 locations starting October the 12th will be open from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. You got to go out and vote. I know you understand, but you got to go out and vote. You have to. And if you could take your vote to the voting, if you could take your vote and your ballot and drop it off, if you get the mail-in ballot and you could just drop it off at the office, that'll be great. Because here's the problem. We already know there's issues with the mail. There's issues with the mail. There's going to be even more issues with the mail. I'm surprised they don't just set the mailbox on fire. I hope they catch them if they do. All right, so early voting locations in addition to the main election office and the county fairgrounds are at, so I can go to county fairground? Yes, that's right down the street from me. And let me tell you something. When they did voting for the primaries, was it primaries or was it a runoff? But anyway, they opened up the fairgrounds and hardly nobody went. The fairgrounds is huge. Huge. And I'm going to be working the poll, so maybe I'll go work at the fairgrounds. But anyway, early voting locations and election offices in county fairgrounds is going to be the election office. You can go vote there. The county fairgrounds. You can also go and vote at Bogan Park, the Kula Park, George Pierce Park, Lenora Park, Lucky Shoals Park, Mountain Park, and Shorty Howell Park. 9 locations, y'all. Get out there and vote. Do not wait until the last minute. Do not wait until the last minute. Do not wait until the last minute. Do not. The county will have ballot drop-off boxes available, including one at each of the early voting locations. So it's going to be a box there to drop your ballot off. And at each of the 15 libraries in Gwinnett County. Thank you, Gwinnett. Thank you, Gwinnett, for stepping up to the plate. Listen, I love Gwinnett. I want us to be a shining example for the world. So the fact that we're not going to let anything hinder our people from voting, I'm getting chills right now, because that means that our county officials have taken the extra steps to make sure that people can get out there and vote. You can drop your ballot off at the libraries, 15 of those. You can drop your ballots off at the main office, or you can drop your ballots off at any of the polling locations that's set up at the parks. Thank you. Thank you for doing that. And for those who felt like they weren't going to do it, shame on you. Wonder why. Ugh, I can only imagine. Anyway, let's keep it moving. Now, here's another thing about voting. Because they're expecting an avalanche of mail-in ballots, because people are still afraid to go out to the polls and vote because they feel like they're going to put their lives in danger. And for older people and people with illnesses, that's a possibility. It really is. But, they have said we got ballot watchers. I remember yesterday I told y'all maybe I could be a ballot, what do they call it? Ballot watchers. But they're saying that's going to slow down the ballot count. Yeah, it may. But here's the thing. Let it slow it down as long as we get them all counted. Because my thing is there are forces trying to stop this election straight up. And I'm telling all my energy lovers, my energy seekers, my light workers, we need to get together and we need to make this energy flow in the way it needs to flow. You know who we are. Yeah, we need to get energy. The energy need to come. It needs to flow where it needs to flow. But we need to. It's gonna take all of us, y'all. It's gonna take all of us to get this, because the earth it's out of balance right now. That's what's wrong. You look at all the crazy stuff, and I really want to say something else, but I won't because it's a family show. But when you look at all the crazy stuff that's going on, that's because we're out of balance. The energy is off. We are so out of balance right now. It is unbelievable. Just look around. We have had unrest for the last 9 months. Just crazy unrest. Like, what the heck is going on? We got fires out in California just burning crazy. I was like, what the? We got we're off balance. And it's going to take all our energy workers to get together, pull that energy. Matter of fact, I'm going to tell my friend. I'm going to tell him. He's an energy worker. Like, listen, you need to pull all of them together. We need to have like a cleansing, a major cleansing to just clean the energy right now. I know, that sounds crazy, right? But they know who I'm talking to, and they know what we do. Anyway. Yeah, so there's going to be people counting the ballots, and that's because there's going to be a lot of them coming in there. And because we just have a lot going on this year in election, we need the people, and the ballots need to be counted. So there you have it. All right, I'm going to another song. I feel like I just lost some energy talking about all that. Stay tuned.
I'm staring through your window, looking up at the stars, up at the stars. I'm caught inside a loop where I can get to your heart, get to your heart. Ooh, you're letting your fears take hold, let them take control, and it's making me crazy. If you could only look at me, you know how I feel, know how I feel. Oh, see how much I want it, see how bad I need it. You gotta look into my eyes. That's how much I want it. That's how bad I need it. You've gotta look
Welcome back. There's a really cool story in the AJC. It's about two parents who have set up a YouTube channel called A Dash of Delish. And so what they do is they do cooking videos with their kids. And I thought that was pretty cool. They live in Lilburn. And so now here's the crazy thing, right? Now, that's a pretty cool story. So they have been home working from home because of COVID-19. The kids have been doing digital learning. And so they decided to create these videos where they're cooking from home. So the mother's an archaeologist, but she also is a web developer. And they decided to put together this YouTube channel, cook with their kids. But the videos are really nice. So I looked at the video, very nice. Now, so listen, it's not the cooking side that excites me. It's the whole fact that they have started a channel on YouTube, cooking with their children, that's now on the AJC. That's all. That's what's exciting. You know, I'm a business person, so I look at the exciting part. When I look at their channel, all of their thumbnails look amazing. So this is video marketing, y'all. So I'm sorry, but the story is amazing. I thought it was pretty cool that they have set up this nice channel for them and their families to share this loving time together with their kids. And it has made the AJC, which is great PR for if they're trying to build anything. I don't know if they're trying to build anything or not. However, I can tell you that everything looks really cool. Like the website looks really good. So it's called A Dash of Delish. And so the business side of me is looking at all the good stuff on the business side. Like the thumbnails look great. So for those of you who don't know what a thumbnail is, when you go to YouTube and you click on a video and the picture that you see come up there before the video starts to play, that's a thumbnail. And so they tell you that you want to be creative with your thumbnails because that's important and getting people to click on your video. Okay, I'm a marketing person, so I know these things. Now, my videos, because my videos are podcasts, they just look the same. But my new stuff I'm about to launch, oh yeah, I'm gonna talk about that because here. Let me tell you 3 strategies that I'm using for my new venture. I'm only using 3, and so one is gonna be podcasting, of course. Got to use podcasting. One is gonna be YouTube, and the other one is gonna be Pinterest. Those are the 3 platforms that I'm gonna use. So I'm going to use this to grow my e-commerce business. And I'm going to tell you what that business is later on this week or probably Monday when I finish the website. So that's what I'm doing. But those, because I looked at what my target audience is. And I know that a lot of them are on Pinterest, right? And I also know that I need to, because I want to document this, because I'm going to document this. I'm going to document this, the good, the bad, and the ugly of this venture. I've never done that before. I talk about business a lot on the show, and I talk about my journey as an entrepreneur whenever anybody interviews me. But I've never really talked about, like, from beginning to end. So with this, I'm going to talk about, like, once the website is up, I'm going to do a podcast, a video podcast. So I'm going to have a YouTube channel. Now, mind you, I own a TV network. So not only would I have a YouTube channel, I'm going to have my show is going to be on, and I have to redesign my office this weekend so it could look nice. Because right now, I always had a bookcase in my videos. And they're like, oh, can you shoot the video without the bookcase? I'm like, oh, okay. Which means I have to relocate my camera. But anyway, my show is going to be on the Noise TV network, which is my network that I own, which is also syndicated on Roku, Amazon Fire, Android, and pretty soon as they get finished, Apple TV, along with our mobile apps. So all of that stuff is going to be, all of those places is going to be. I'm also going to have a standalone channel for the show too by itself. So it's going to be everywhere because that's what I do. I do marketing. I do streaming media marketing. That's what I do. But YouTube is one of the platforms that I plan on utilizing a lot because I've watched a lot of people tell their stories and it has gained them a ton of followers. Like these people right here, AJC AJC is the Atlanta Journal-Constitution. That is a newspaper here in Atlanta, Georgia. But they're on their website with millions of readers. I'm expecting their numbers to skyrocket because I clicked because I saw it. So I'm sure other people are going to click too. And their thumbnails look amazing. So you want to see how to make a lemon meringue pie. And the kids are eating it, making it look good. I don't like lemon meringue pie, but if you like it, go, let me check that out. So anyway, that's a really good thing. So congratulations to you guys for doing the great things. Dash of Delish, check them out. They're over on let me tell you, the mother's a web developer, and you could tell because her I'm all business right now, right, y'all? Her header on her website is good. Her little subscribe thing, her button, her website button is good. Everything is good. Like it's laid out perfectly. So you can tell she's a web developer. And she probably did these thumbnails because they are really cute. All right, enough of that. Let me keep it moving. So listen. See, y'all got to understand something, right? I love telling these amazing stories. But anyway, I heard people say Halloween is going to be canceled again, and it may be canceled. Here's the thing. Hershey has said, Hershey, like the Hershey bar, the Kit Kat bar, the Reese's bar, Hershey. Hershey has created a new website map that helps you trick-or-treat safely. Now, did they do that because they were concerned about your safety? Or did they do that because they want you to trick-or-treat so people can buy candy? I think it's probably both. And I'm not mad at them because they're in business to make money, and to make money is to sell candy. And Halloween is one of the probably the times of the year outside of probably Valentine's Day that they sell they probably sell more candy at Halloween. So if nobody's going to be trick-or-treating, they're not going to sell a lot of candy next month. So they had to create a map and a safety measures to help you get out and trick-or-treat. So now that they've said that, people say, okay, well, we have this map, so maybe I'll go buy some candy just in case some kids knock on my door. Now, here's the flip side to that. If the kids don't knock on your door, and I love Reese's, that's my weakness. Now I got a whole bunch of Reese's that I have in this house, and that's my weakness. That's not a good thing, y'all. Not a good thing. But anyway, I like it. Good marketing. Hershey's. It made Gwinnett Daily Post. Hey, listen, do what you got to do. It's business. You got to learn how to pivot. You got to think outside the box. You really, really do. Yep, you have to. Hershey stock is down about 1%. Yeah, that's the problem. They got to get the stock back up. And they know Halloween could be that way to get it back up. You hear me? Because them kids love that candy and they like trick-or-treating. That could be the way. I ain't mad at them. All right, listen, I'm going to my last song, and I'll be right back after the song to give you my inspiration of the day. Stay tuned.
Between concrete walls, there's a place for us where we could go, where we could be alone. Between city lights, we don't have to hide. I wanna go, do you wanna follow? There's something in the air, I can't explain it, but it's there. Ain't nobody gonna find us in our secret love affair. I don't wanna have to hide no more, it shouldn't be unfair. I wanna go, and I wanna know, do you wanna follow? Baby, do you wanna follow? Come with me, do you wanna follow? Baby, can't you see that? I wanna go, and I wanna know, do you wanna follow? Baby, do you wanna follow? Come with me, do you wanna follow? Baby, can't you see that? I wanna go, and I wanna know, do you wanna follow? I can't understand why we can't hold hands, but they don't know what we have is real love. Aren't you sick and tired of having to hide? I know a place, do you wanna follow? There's something in the air, I can't explain it, but it's there. Ain't nobody gonna find us in our secret love affair. I don't wanna have to hide no more, it shouldn't be unfair. I wanna go, and I wanna know, do you wanna follow? Baby, do you wanna follow? Come with me, do you wanna follow? Baby, can't you see that? I wanna go, and I wanna know, do you wanna follow? Do you wanna follow? Baby, do you wanna follow? Come with me, do you wanna follow? Baby, can't you see that? I wanna go, and I wanna know, do you wanna follow?
Welcome back. So listen, guys, that's all I got for you today. But before I go, I want to give you my word of inspiration. It's pretty simple, but pretty powerful. So here it is. You are a treasure. It has an exclamation point after that. I'm going to say it again. You are a treasure. If no one has told you that today, and you need, and see, my spirit was telling me, because I don't know what my inspiration for the day is going to be until I come down here and think through and look through all my stuff. And it's whatever's jump out at me, that's what it is. That jumped out at me, and I looked through about 20 of them, and that just stuck out. Somebody needs to hear that message today. Listen, I don't know what you're going through. I feel like a pastor right now. I don't know what you're going through. I don't know how you're feeling. But you need to know that you are a treasure. Yes, you are. And believe that in your heart and in your spirit and in your soul. You are a treasure, and somebody loves you. If you're listening to this show, I love you for listening. And I think of you as a treasure. Thank you so much for listening. You could be anywhere in the world but the last hour and 2 minutes, but you spent it with me, and I appreciate you. If you missed any episode of the show, you can go to goodmorninggwinnett.com to listen to past episodes there. Also, be sure to follow me on Facebook at Good Morning Gwinnett. Follow me on Instagram at Good Morning Gwinnett, and follow me on Twitter at GM Gwinnett. And do me a favor, please go over to Apple Podcasts, pick your favorite episode, give it 5 stars. If you got more than one favorite episode, give it 5 stars as well. The more 5 stars I get, the more I move up in the ranks. So thank you for doing that as well. Download the app from the App Store. That way you'll never miss an episode. And you'll also find out other things we got going on. I'll be back again tomorrow at 10 o'clock. I got a guest tomorrow. Tomorrow's Guest Talk Thursday. My guest is a returning guest. We're going to be talking about affirmations and the law of attraction. She's right here in Gwinnett County. She's an artist. She's amazing, and I'm happy to have her back. It's that time where we have to really seriously pull our energy together to rectify the what's going on, to make a shift right now in the atmosphere. We need to do that. And I know for some of you that sound woo-woo and nuts, but it's the truth. And that's why we have all the things we have right now. Tesla and Einstein put all that stuff in place for us to know about it. So it's real, and we have to make a shift. So my guest tomorrow is going to be talking about affirmations and law of attraction and how to make shifts in your lives by doing these practices. I'm happy to have her because these are the things that I do on a daily basis. So I'm happy to have her back. So make sure to tune in tomorrow at 10 a.m. to check out more of what I'm going to be talking about with my guest. And listen, guys, stay safe out there. Enjoy your day. It's Hump Day Wednesday. You're almost there. You made it to the middle. I'll be back again tomorrow at 10 o'clock. God willing, until next time, make it a great day. Bye, y'all.
You've been listening to Good Morning Gwinnett. Make sure to tune in Monday through Thursday at 10 a.m. Eastern Time to find out what's happening around Gwinnett. If you like this episode, subscribe now and share with your friends. To learn more about Noise Media Network, visit noisemedia.us.